Most of us delegate tasks pretty much every day, right? But what if I told you that you're probably doing it, well, all wrong? In this explainer, we're going to completely reframe how you think about delegation. We're going to turn it from just another chore on your list into your most powerful leadership tool. Okay, so right off the bat, let's just tackle the biggest myth out there. For so many people, delegation is just a necessity. It's a way to offload the small stuff so you can finally focus on the big stuff. But honestly, if that's all you're using it for, you are missing out on its true power. And you can see that difference so clearly right here. The average manager looks at a cluttered desk and just thinks, how do I get rid of all these tasks? But a high-performing executive, they look at their team and think, how can I build these people up? See, for them, delegation isn't about clearing a plate. It's a strategic move to inspire real growth and unlock all that amazing potential just sitting there. So how do we make that jump from average to high-performing? Well, it all comes down to a total mindset shift. We need to stop seeing delegation as just task management and start seeing it as a genuine tool for empowerment. And that is the absolute core of what we call the effective coaching methodology. So let's get a new definition on the table. Effective delegation is an empowering opportunity. It's not just about handing someone a task, it's about giving them latitude. And that's the key word here, latitude. You're giving them the freedom and the space to really engage with it on their own terms, to manage the process, to influence the outcome, to make some key decisions, and this is the book one, to actually act on those decisions. So what's your role as the manager in all of this? Well, your job is to provide that latitude we were just talking about. This means you've got to let go of the micromanaging and allow for real task management. It means granting your team actual influence, empowering them to make decisions. You basically become the architect of their opportunity to step up and own the outcome. And now for the best part, the payoff for your employee. When you delegate this way, the impact is, frankly, huge. You're not just getting a task done, you're building the psychological foundation for a superstar. They develop real autonomy, they build tangible skills, and their engagement goes through the roof. And that sense of trust, that creates an environment where innovation can actually finally happen. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. You get it. Now for the fun part, the how. Here is a super simple 3-step playbook to turn every act of delegation into an act of mentorship. We call this the action anchor, delegate to mentor. And it's so simple. First, before you even say a word to your team member, you need to define the skill gap. Know exactly what new competence they're going to gain from this task. Second, when you delegate, you ask them, what do you need from me? Just that simple question changes the entire dynamic. And third, and this one is non-negotiable, you have to model trust with a crystal clear statement of your support. And this right here, this is the magic phrase. I trust you. If this doesn't work out exactly as we planned, I have your back. We will learn from it, and we will fix it together. I mean, just imagine hearing that from your boss. It doesn't just assign a task, it builds a psychological safety net. It completely removes the fear of failure and replaces it with a shared mission to learn and grow. That statement all by itself can change your entire team's dynamic. You know, as we start to wrap this up, everything we've talked about really boils down to one single concept: trust. And not just your trust in them, but trust in yourself as a leader. So let's end with a final thought for you to take away and really chew on. I want you to really sit with this question for a minute. What is the psychological block that stops you from giving over control, even when you know deep down that your team members are perfectly capable? Is it a need to be the hero? A fear that you'll be seen as less valuable if you're not doing everything yourself? Figuring out that barrier within yourself is the first and honestly the most important step to mastering this. Now, if you're ready to go deeper and really turn these insights into action, you can always explore resources like a positive psychology coaching course to help build out these skills. And hey, be sure to join us next week. We're going to dive into a topic that pairs perfectly with this one: behavioral change and how to set concrete plans. Thanks so much for watching.